What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome back to another Marvel Future Fight video, and we're going to be taking on the new Shadowlands. Alright, so Shadowlands just reopened up, and they have the 5 extra floors added, and it's been nice and renovated by Daredevil. So, for this run, I'm actually going to try to do a Uncut run. So basically, I'm just going to show you my full run of all 30 floors. Well, of course, if I make it to all 30, I don't really see why I wouldn't, because I didn't really have any trouble with Shadowland before the renovation, but we will find out just how difficult some of the later floors are. But anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to show all of my attempts, so I'm not going to cut out any failed runs or anything like that. So all of it will be in the video, but in the description below, I will put time markers to the start of each battle where I actually cleared that particular floor, so you can just skip ahead to that time from the description below, and you will be able to see the clear of the floor if you are looking for a particular floor. And there will still be technically cuts in this video. I'm just saying it's going to be uncut, as in I won't cut out any of my attempts at each floor, but due to storage space on my phone, I will have to cut at least at every 30 minutes, but I will be splitting up the full run into smaller videos so that I don't overwhelm you guys with like a 3 or 4 hour video or however long it takes me to do this. And I'm just doing this for the very first run, and this is going to be my first time, of course, doing the new Shadowlands floors. I have looked at a list before just to kind of see who's in the floors, but I don't really remember exactly what floors they're on, so I'm just going to try to conserve my characters as best I can. So before we get started with the run, let's go ahead and show you guys my cards first of all here. So here we go. So these are the stats on my cards, so you kind of know what I'm working with for this run. Go ahead and pause the screen here if you want to look at it in more detail, but just showing you my cards for now. So let's go ahead and get back in here, and if you want to look up any of the characters that I use in each floor, just feel free to search me up in game and you can look at my character from there. I'll put my IGN in the description below, but keep in mind, for a lot of my tier 1 characters, or most of them, pretty much just when I get them to 6 stars, I will roll an ISO 8 set for them, and I will keep the very first ISO 8 set for them unless I'm going to be using that character for something in particular. I just keep the first ISO 8 set that I get, and then I equip some 3-star ISOs to activate it. So if you see a character that has like Spider Sense or Prince of Lives or something like that, it's definitely not going to be the set that I would recommend for that particular character, just so you know, so you don't try to copy a character that you see me use that I have not, worked on at all. So here we go. So first floor, first thing I see here is we actually have 3 options instead of just 1 option, and it looks like we still have the same, we still have the same fights for each of these so far, it looks like. Yeah, still have the same, and I still have the same. Alright, so that still looks all the same, so let's go ahead and do the normal floor that I would usually do. And then the team that I would normally use here is going to be, I usually use Sif here as my main character to clear the floor. I have heard that the floors are a little bit more difficult now. It seems like either they have more health or it just takes longer to clear or something like that. So the difficulty level does seem to go up for the floors in Shadowland. But let's go ahead and try this out, because usually I will take Sif and I'll just put these 2 in just in case I get in trouble and need to switch. But I have been able to, of course, what is this? Downloading additional data. Anyway, I have been able to clear this with only using Sif and no switching at all. But I'm going to bring them in just in case, and usually Sif is able to clear this with a pretty comfortable time. Usually takes her about 2 minutes, so I usually have like a minute left over. So let's go ahead and see how much that changes. Oh, and I have not actually re-looked at any of my characters to change around their stats after the changes with the gears. So some of my characters that were at max skill cooldown might not be at max skill cooldown anymore. So that might be something that I change partway through the run if I find a character is having difficulty. But looks like Sif's doing okay so far. It does seem to be taking her a little bit longer, because normally I will have just Ant-Man and Spider-Man by now. And of course, Spider-Man with all his iframes now is quite annoying. Looks like I do have to switch. Took a little too much damage there from Spider-Man. Alright, come on. Let's see if Drax can do anything. Go, Drax, go! And Drax doesn't have very good skill cooldown, apparently. Alright, Spider-Man. Alright, there we go. So, no, it is actually about the same amount of time. It took her a little less than 2 minutes, which is what it usually will take Sif. So, it doesn't look like that floor has really changed much in terms of difficulty. So, let's move on to the next one here. Alright, floor 2, what do we got? Oh, we have Wiccan here for the new Avengers Rumble, eh? So, they changed that around a little bit. And then we have the Hulk Rumble, which is the one that I usually do on floor 2, because that's usually the easier of the ones. And then what do we have here? This one is new. Blast type characters have an advantage here, and it's a Punisher one. I don't remember this one, so it definitely looks like this one is new. But again, I'm going to do the Red Hulk Rumble here, which is the one that I would normally do on floor 2. And let's go ahead and take my normal team in here as well and see if they do about the same. So usually for this floor I use Lincoln, Malekith, and Rocket Raccoon. So this is usually my team that I will always use on floor 2. So let's see how they do. And usually I don't have to retry this floor. Generally with this team I get it pretty much first try every time, so let's see what happens here. So I usually just run to the side and then you pop out his 4th skill so that when you get stunned, because I never don't get stunned, you can at least guard break them a little bit. And then it's just a matter of making sure that you get your 3rd skill up so that you're protected. And trying to take out Venom first, because he is the most annoying, of course, out of the group. Oh wow, it looks like Rocket Raccoon actually died. Usually my Rocket Raccoon actually survives to the end and Malekith dies, so it looks like we're doing the opposite this time around. But that's fine, as long as we get the clear, I don't mind who is alive. Oh wow, Punisher is still alive. Or Punisher, I mean Crossbones is still alive. Interesting. I don't know where he was hiding this whole time, but looks like we got this one. Alright, there we go. It's nice, easy clear when you have Lincoln doing all of that crowd control. So now let's go ahead and move on to the next floor. Oh, I haven't really been paying attention. We do get that new, that bonus now for using a full team of 6 stars. Alright, so this looks about similar to what we would normally see in a floor 3. And yep, still the same group here. So usually on floor 3, I will do the blast relay here. And I will normally just use actually my Ant-Man, even though I know he's tier 2, but I don't know why my Ant-Man's damage is so pitifully low that anything like above floor 5, he just doesn't have enough DPS to clear, which is really annoying because I even give him a damage leadership and he still has difficulty. And then normally I will pair him up with just somebody to switch to. I usually use Hellcat, but I kind of want to save her for a later floor now, because Hellcat actually does pretty decent damage, and I do have a invincibility obelisk on her. Even though it's not a very long invincibility obelisk, it is still quite nice to have. So actually, let's use Karnak here, and then I usually just throw in War Machine here for the leadership. So let's go ahead and bring in this team and see how it works with Karnak, because I usually, like I said, have Hellcat, and she has pretty good DPS, so if Ant-Man looks like he's not going to make it in time, I usually switch to her to finish the job. Okay, and I always like to run up directly to Star-Lord and then switch to guard break him, or else he gets pretty annoying with his iframes, like, right away. And why is Groot already healing? Are you kidding? Alright, or Groot, I mean, why is Rocket already healing? Alright, so I guess we are going to have to take out Rocket first. Alright, there we go, got our tier 2 to proc. And also something that's kind of weird, every time I play Shadowland, it seems like my Ant-Man's tier 2, like, refuses to go off. Like, I've had 3 or 4 rotations of my 4th skill and not had my tier 2 activate, which is kind of weird. But it looks like it's working just fine right now, so that's okay. Alright, down to the last 2, so it looks like we're doing pretty good this time. Oops, didn't mean to use the 4th skill. I wanted to use the 5th skill there. Now we have these two with their iframes, likes to interrupt you quite a bit. Alright, down to just Iron Man, so it looks like we'll get this one pretty easily. Come on, Iron Man, just go down. Stop delaying it. Alright, there we go. So able to clear that one quite nicely. So there we go, we got additional rewards, only a 2-star. I wonder if the additional rewards get better as the floors go on for the bonus for using 3 6-star heroes. That I do not know. Okay, so, all wave modes here, eh? Alright, so looks like this Maximus one, of course, is new. So we have Maximus, Caecilius, and Hela. And villains have an advantage. What about this one? This one is also villains have an advantage. This is another new one with Yondu, Nebula, and Ronin. And then the Vision one should not be, yeah, so you don't need villains for this one, and this is the same wave mode that Vision is usually in. So let's see, I kind of want to conserve my villains, so I think we're going to do this floor here. It's only floor 4, so I don't think we're going to have to use anyone too crazy here, but it is a wave mode, so they're probably going to have quite a bit of health. So let's see, who should we try out here? Let's go ahead and, what do we have? 2 universal and a combat. Should we use Ironheart here? I know her DPS is a little low, but she might be able to do the job. Okay, yeah, let me look at this reward here. It does not look like it's changed. Huh, so you can get up to 4-star cards. That's pretty good, actually. Alright, well, anyway, we're going to try Ironheart. Is she to... She's to all allies. Who do we want to pair her with? Anyone in particular? I don't know. I think we're just going to take her in by herself and see how she does. I just want to see what her DPS is like. Alright. Let's see here. I don't remember if I put a obelisk on her, because I was trying to roll a immune to guard break for her, but I don't remember if I actually ended up rolling one or not. Alright, looks like her DPS was probably going to be a little low, actually, for this. Wow, that was a lot of stunning going on there. I couldn't even move for a while. Okay, no, I did not put immune to guard break on her yet. Yeah, I didn't put immune to guard break on her. So I'm gonna need to do that if I want to have any chance at clearing this. So actually, let's go ahead and exit out real fast, and we're going to go ahead and put a immune to guard break obelisk on her and see if that helps out, because I believe I have immune to guard break with a damage proc, which I was going to give her at some point anyway, because I don't think she needs the extra invincibility proc. Yeah, I didn't give her an obelisk. Okay, because I don't think she needs the invincibility, especially if you're manually playing her between her iframe and her 5th skill. She's pretty well protected. I was actually thinking about giving this 140 to Odin, because my Odin right now just has only a damage proc and ignore defense and not a immune to guard break. So I think I want to save that for him. So we'll just give her the 120 here with crit rate and immune to guard break. Alright, here we go. Alright, so let's get back in there and see if that is enough for her to clear this floor. Alright, where are you? There you are. Alright, back in we go. Alright, Ironheart, let's see what you can do now. Alright, that's looking quite a bit better actually with that damage proc. Alright, Iron Man. Come on. Stop burning into the time. Ooh. You just had to hit me with that last shot there, didn't you? Oh no, that... I didn't use her 5th skill because I was hoping that that last attack would kill him so I could save it for the start of the next wave, but of course not. Alright, Ultrons. I may have to just pair up some random 2 characters with her to get that heal, because I think she's not at max skill cooldown right now, because I'm pretty sure if she was, I'd be able to chain together the 4th and 5th skill a little bit better. But she definitely has enough damage, so that's nice. Alright, on to the last wave. Oh, yep, there we go. Like I said, it looks like we're going to need to pair her up with somebody. So let's go ahead and give her probably just some 2 random characters, just so I can get the bonus and have someone to switch to. Alright, so who am I probably not going to use? Or not going to use as a main DPSer? Well, we won't get the bonuses if we use just the regular 2 and 3 stars, but I don't really want to waste anyone else quite yet until I see what the other floors are going to look like. So I've already been going for about 20 minutes, so these videos are going to be quite long, but like I said, I'm going to split them up, and the timestamps will be below, so you can just skip ahead to when I actually clear. Alright, you need to stop doing your iframe attacks there, Iron Man. They're getting kind of annoying. Okay, on to the next wave. She's doing a little bit better this time around. Maybe I won't have to switch, which would be nice. Because I would think that she could do this on her own, but... yeah, but then that happens. Holy cow, Visions! What are you guys on, like steroids? Jeez, that was like some crazy attack speed right there from those Visions. Alright, we're definitely going to switch here. We need to get a little bit of health back. Oh, that switch did not last long. These Visions, dude, they're no joke. Wow. Run! Get the skill. Uh-oh, we're going to have some downtime here. That's not good. Okay, we're down to just one Vision, so that is good, though. Come on, you can do it, Ironheart. Get rid of this Vision. Alright, there we go. Very nice. So that Obelisk was the trick. That damage proc really helped, but the immune to guard break, I think, was the key there. So now we are on floor 5. Okay, cool. That's not too bad, actually, because I was thinking about cutting these videos into sets of 5 for the floors. So let's see. So we have Wiccan, Hulk, or Lash. These are all same floors as before. So this one was just Blast type. This one was Villains, and then this one was Heroes. Who do we want to use is the question. So they reflect physical. I feel like this would maybe be the best one to try out. I would love to have Mysterio solo this, but his damage is just too low. Let's see. Actually, can Songbird solo this? I know, yeah, actually, no, let's just use Ancient One here, because he should be able to solo this pretty easily. His DPS might be a little low, actually. Well, let's find out. I've already pressed the start button, so let's see if Ancient One can do this, because he used to be able to. It did take me pretty much the full time before, but he was able to do it. Alright, Ancient One, let's see if you can still clear this. Well, it's looking okay so far. Watch right when I say that, I'm gonna get, like, pummeled into oblivion here. Oh, whoops, I canceled out my 5th skill. That's not good. There we go. Let's get that healing back up and running here. Whoa! What happened there? Almost died in like a second. I think all the Hulks just all of a sudden decided it was time for them to do a counter attack. Alright, so down to just Hulk, so that's nice. Alright, looks like we'll have plenty of time. Just gotta make sure that we don't die here, which shouldn't. Well, they still do that running away thing as soon as you enter an iframe, which is quite annoying. Alright, there we go. So Ancient One's able to do that pretty easily, so that was good. So far, the first 5 floors seem about the same as before, with, of course, a few changes to the floor types, but so far not too bad. Let's see, what's this next floor going to be? You get rare, looks like the same rewards. And we have male heroes here. So let's go ahead and do, this will be the last floor that we do in this video. Who do we want to use here? Male heroes. Let's use Hulkbuster and maybe Falcon? Yeah, let's just get the bonuses. Hulkbuster, Hawkeye, and Falcon. I think this should be enough to take them down. I know my Hawkeye and Falcon are not worked on pretty much at all, but I think I at least put an obelisk on Hulkbuster. Okay, so now we just got to make sure we have enough DPS to take them out. Of course, War Machine is going to be the toughest one to take out because of the type advantage. Unless Hawkeye can do some work here, even though he's probably not going to do much damage at all. But at least he has type advantage against War Machine there. Alright. These guys have so many stuns that I just don't remember from before. Seems like I'm getting stunned every other attack. Alright, let's see if we can get War Machine down here. Nope, probably not. Wow, you're still hitting Hulkbuster? Whew, these guys are quite annoying, actually. This seems really difficult for floor 6. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting that that's not an iframe. What? How did you cancel my skill? Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to use someone a little better than this team, or a team better than this one. Yeah, if Falcon was dead there, I think we might have been able to get it, but since he wasn't, didn't look too good. Alright, so let's use someone a little bit better here. So let's use who do we want to use? Let's take out Hawkeye and use, I'm thinking I'm just going to use Giant Man. Yeah, let's just use Giant Man. Giant Man was the character I used to use on the first floor quite a bit before I switched to Sif. Then I could save him for a little later floors because he does a little more damage than Sif. So let's just use him right now. It'd be nice if we could get both these two together so that I can start pummeling them with Giant Man. Alright, well, let's do... No, why did you enter that your iframe or spinny move or whatever right then in your 5th skill? Because that's not really an iframe, which kind of sucks when you're playing as him, but is kind of nice when you're fighting against him. Alright, so War Machine, though, still has a lot of health, which is going to be problematic. I'd like you to attack War Machine, please. Oh, wow, that was like horrible timing. Alright, we really need to get War Machine dead, or else we might not make it again. Well, at least there's... Oh, I was about to say, at least they're together, and then he goes and does one of his little jump moves. Come on. Get him. Get War Machine. Okay, switch. Actually, they're both probably going to die at around the same time here. Alright, and it ends up being War Machine last. But there we go. So Giant Man was the key to making this team work. Additional reward, 10 Nordstones. Alright. Would have preferred if it was a different color, but what are you going to do? Alright, so that's about as much storage as my phone has anyway for right now, because it looks we're a little over the 30-minute mark, and we did 6 of the floors, so part of the way through there, 5th of the way through. So that's going to be it for the first part of this video. I hope you enjoyed, and of course stay tuned for the next part, and like I said, it will be uncut, so it's just going to be right back to me going into floor 7. So, I'll catch you in the next one.